Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. By the time this video goes up, it'll be Thanksgiving, so I just want to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a really good holiday, and I hope you guys, get to spend it with your family and friends, and just have a really good day, and really good food, and just be really comforted today. So in honor of Thanksgiving, I wanted to sit down and really just think to myself what I was thankful for this year. And I'm not gonna lie, when I sat down and I really thought about what I was thankful for and how much has happened this year, I got really emotional. So this video has been really difficult for me to try to make, but I think that if I just sit down and, say what I'm thankful for out loud and really think about all the good things that happened this year, be really good for me to realize and look back on and, just understand that, how grateful I've been this year for everything. So, I hope you guys don't mind if I share today. So one of the first things that I'm really thankful for this year, and one of the biggest things that happened, is, I know I've mentioned this before, but I got married, and yeah, if you asked me in the beginning of this year, like in January, or even like the few months before at the beginning of the year, and you asked me, when am I gonna get married? I wouldn't have a straight answer for you. I didn't know. I didn't know at all. I got engaged in 2013 around Easter. And when we first got engaged, my parents were more worried than excited. And I think everyone was just really surprised that, their baby daughter wanted to get married at 20. And so, they did what all good parents do, and they try to figure out what you're thinking, what you want to do, and if it's good for you at this certain time. My parents were trying so hard to see if I was actually ready, and it really took a toll on me, because for me, at that point, I was thinking, I was just so in love with my now husband, and I was just thinking, getting engaged is easy now, you just gotta get married and have a good life. But for my parents, they were more worried about, is this lifelong decision right for you? And I think they were just being very protective and being what all good parents, are like. And it was hard for me because I understood where they were coming from, and I really appreciated all the questions that they had for me, all the one-on-one conversations we had. But then I also had, my husband, who was like, I'm ready to get married. His family was in full support of him choosing what he wanted to do with his life. So I had two sides of the spectrum. Well, one that was like, okay, when are you gonna get married? And one that was like, why do you have to get married right now? And it was the hardest time for me, because it was like a tug of war of my heart. I wanted to make my husband happy, but at the same time I wanted my family to be happy. And for those a year and a half, I was very unhappy, because I was engaged, and I was very happy about that, and my friends would be like, oh, when are you gonna get married? I'm so happy for you. But I didn't have a straight answer, and I was so upset. And I think throughout that year, my biggest prayer request was to get married. And it really caused ripples in my family's relationships, because we were fighting a little bit about, are you really gonna get, are you really gonna get married? Are you ready for this? Are you sure? And, they didn't think I was ready, and, it was just a really rough year for me. But, through praying and God's grace, something clicked within the beginning of the year where, you know, I finally buckled down and said, hey, you know what, I think I'm really ready. And I picked a date, which was Valentine's Day, and I said, we're gonna get married. And within those 2 months, I really sat down with the parents and said, hey, I'm ready to get married. It was to the point where I said, I don't care what you say. I want to get married and I'm going to get married. And whether you support me or not, I'm going to have to get over it because this is what I want to do with my life. And, ooh, maybe that wasn't the best way to communicate with my family, but that's how I got my point across. And within those 2 months, something really wonderful happened. My parents' hearts really turned around. They understood that, like, if I was gonna put my heart on the line and really put this together, they were like, maybe we should be okay with it. And even when they weren't fully okay with it, they were like, let me help you pick out a dress, let me help you save some money for some furniture, you know, let me help you, like, figure out, like, any reservations you need to make. Like, they were really there for me, even if I knew in their hearts that they weren't 100% convinced I should get married. And I think that that's one of the greatest things a parent can do, is show their unconditional support, and I'm so grateful that they did that. Gosh, I told myself not to cry, and I thought that if I wore makeup I wouldn't. Sorry. I ended up having a courtroom wedding, and, you know, my sister, who lives hours and hours away, just drove straight one weekend just to see me for that day and be there for my day. My mom took off work. My dad, unfortunately, something happened at work where it was, like, really important for him to stay, you know, but I did talk to him before I went, and, you know, he gave me support, and he organized this big dinner at the end of the ceremony to have dinner with the whole family, and he got to meet everyone, and he was just really kind, understanding, and just really sweet the whole night. I'm super grateful that I was able to get married and have my parents' support. And yeah, my parents were just like, you know, call us every day, you know, let us know if you need anything, and we're always gonna be here for you. And hearing those words, like, growing up in my house, I didn't really have to hear those words because my parents' actions speak louder than words. Like, they don't have to say, I love you, to know that, like, they love me, but to hear them to say that they supported me, I think in that moment, I just felt like, for the first time in 2 years, my prayers were answered. That I got the confirmation that I needed, that I can choose what was right for me, and in God's timing, everything that needed to be confirmed happened. And it was a big test of my patience and my faith and my heart, you know, love for my parents and love for my husband, you know, fiance at the time, and just knowing that in those 2 months, just how quickly things can change and how quickly it all came together. Honestly, it was a miracle. I'm so grateful to have a family that is supportive, understanding, and at the same time, they're very realistic. If you tell them you're gonna do something, they're gonna tell you every which way it can go wrong, just so that you know. You know, because they want to protect you. They want to protect you from getting hurt. And, my family is the best at that. I think they're so smart, and sometimes when they know that, like, I may not be that smart, they're like, we got you. And they're just so supportive. They're so understanding. Yeah, when everyone else that I knew was like, how do I say this? Yeah. Sorry. It's a little all over the place, but yeah, I'm just really grateful that I have parents and a sister that will protect me and protect my heart and support me at the same time. I'm just really grateful that I have a family that will be supportive and be there to teach me good lessons and have my back, even if they don't fully understand. So, in getting married, I also gained a whole new family, and I couldn't be more grateful to have found Doug and have found such a great family that goes with him, you know? You know, when you marry someone, you marry their family, and I think the first date, my fiance and husband had together, I met his grandparents and his aunt and uncle, and it was a really good day. Like, they were so open to meeting me, they're so friendly, and everybody's personality is different, and I loved it. It was like, everyone was so different, but they all came together to be so supportive of each other, and they are seriously such a strong family, and I couldn't be more grateful to have them. And, you know, they are really a blessing. You know, not only do I have a great set of my own family, but I also have a great husband, and I also have a great set of in-laws. So, you know, for me, family is a big thing that I'm super grateful for. And, yeah. Sorry. This could get really emotional. So with good family, I have to mention good friends, and yeah, I mean, I'm just really blessed to say that I have really good friends. Like, you know, what life has taught me is you can be nice to everyone and you can be as friendly as you can to everyone, but not everyone's gonna love you or appreciate you. And I think I'm at a point in my life where the friends that I have through everything that I've been through, like long distance and certain situations, like the friends that have stuck by me through everything, are the ones that I'm keeping for life. And those people know who they are, and they're probably watching right now. And yeah, I'm just super grateful for just having such amazing, beautiful friends that, you know, teach me how to be a better person and bring out a better person in me. And, you know, one of them especially I want to give a shout out to, and her name is Hannah. I've mentioned her before. She's on YouTube, and she's actually the reason why I'm on YouTube too. You know, throughout the roughest year of my life, she's been there, and she has, you know, we started loving like YouTube and makeup together because she would come to my house and there would be an Ulta nearby, and we would just browse, and we would just, you know, sometimes we'd shop for things, and then we'd just look up YouTube videos and just you know, apply our makeup. We'd sit on the floor, look at all of our purchases, and just do our makeup. And just talk, and that'd be almost like all we did, you know. And I think doing YouTube together has really bonded us as a friendship in like better ways than I could ever imagine, and I'm really grateful for her. So Hannah, if you're watching, I love you, and I'm really grateful for you. And yeah, so yeah, and so as I mentioned before, she has a YouTube channel, so I'll link her down below. You can watch her. So yeah, I'm just really grateful that I found supportive friends who are there for me no matter what, and I can be there for them even if we're far apart. You know, I'm only a phone call away, and you know, I hope that we'll be friends forever, because the friends I have right now are the friends that I picture myself talking to when I'm 70, and I think that's a huge blessing to have. And so yeah, I just don't know, I kind of wish that my friends were here right now because I want to hug them. And actually I have to really thank Hannah right now, because I wasn't gonna make this video, but this whole day she's been messaging and, you know, texting me encouraging words. You know, I'm really grateful to have a friend that supports me, not only, you know, individually, but also while doing this creative outlet here on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what I did in my life to really deserve great friends like this, but I'm just super blessed. So another thing I'm really thankful for is YouTube. My friend Hannah and I, when we were hanging out, you know, I would just tell her about all these cool people I subscribe to, like, you know, like I'm Jenim and Kathleen Knights and all these girls that were so beautiful and so creative. And, you know, I only had a part-time job, and I had a lot of free time with that part-time job, and so I, you know, played with a lot of makeup, and she would just sit and listen to me babble about YouTube videos. And, you know, I didn't think that I would ever make one, just because, I don't know, no one would really watch me, I don't think, you know, like, and I don't really consider myself, like, a big personality to watch or anything. But, you know, in doing this with a friend, I have found that it's just a better way to connect to my long-distance friends and just, open myself up more and just be less shy and really love who I'm becoming and who I am as a person. And I think YouTube is that special blessing for anyone who wants to start a channel, anyone who wants to just, you know, open themselves up, because I think that having such a variety of people on YouTube has shown me that it's okay to be my weird self. Like, you know, even if I do, like, even if like I'm the weirdest person on here, like I'm okay with it, because there's so many different people who are different and weird too. Like, I like it so much, and I'm so blessed to have, you know, have the support to even have the courage to start a channel, and have, you know, you guys as watchers and subscribers to even like take the time to even listen to me and just watch me. And I really appreciate every comment, every like, you know, everything about what YouTube has given me, and my self-confidence, and just all the friendships and all the great channels that I'm watching and like learning from just, you know, having a channel of my own. Like, I don't really know what to say. I never imagined that I would put myself out there like this, so it's a really big blessing for me. Another big thing that I'm grateful for is that my health. I'm very healthy. I'm very grateful for not having anything majorly wrong. I do have a disability. I have a little bit of a cerebral palsy. It's not like major, but it does, I do have hemiplegia on one side of my body, so like my leg doesn't really, like I can't walk straight, I can't really bend my toes easily, I can't really run straight, I can't drive yet. That's been a difficult challenge for me, and I can't even wear the shoes that, like, you know, the high heel shoes that are so cute on everyone, like, they slip right off. But, you know, it could be worse, and I'm very glad and very thankful that I am healthy and I'm strong and I can get stronger and I can just keep working out and get stronger, and I am stronger than I was 6 months ago. You know, I just gotta keep working at it, and I'm just so grateful I have the opportunity every day to strengthen myself in that way. And yeah, I'm just super glad that, like, it's not worse than it is, and that I can walk, you know, I can, even if it's not fast or straight, I can still move around and I can still function. Yeah, so I'm just super grateful to have a healthy body and just a healthy life. Another thing I'm super grateful for are my hobbies. You know, finding a job here has been a little difficult, so it's really given me the opportunity to just have a lot more free time, become a better housewife, and just pick up hobbies that I didn't know I would love. Like, one of my biggest hobbies after moving here and becoming a housewife is I love cooking. Cooking has been very therapeutic, very fun. Yeah, it's something that I always wanted to try, and I was always so nervous. Like, I thought that the only thing I could make was like instant ramen noodles, but you know, having access to the internet and just having Pinterest and YouTube and, you know, all these links and all these resources, like, I've learned how to cook little by little, like, and now I cook every day, and I cook for my husband, who thankfully loves my food and thinks it's really good. And, you know, I'm just so thankful to be able to cook and eat good food that I made, and it makes me feel really special. Like, even for this Thanksgiving, I'm making my first turkey. I'm very nervous about making it. I don't know how to make one, but I know that as long as I pay attention to whatever recipe, I will be good. And I'm just, it's weird. I never had the bravery to even think about cooking my own Thanksgiving meal, but, you know, this year has taught me a lot about challenging myself and opening myself to new experiences, and cooking has been a love for me, a passion for me, that I can see myself doing and sharing for the rest of my life. Another hobby of mine has become gaming. You know, I game casually, like, you know, when I had free time, just a few hours here and there, but, you know, my husband loves gaming, and it's been something we do every day together, at least once, or maybe not even every day, but like once every couple of days or something. Like, it's become a good date night. It's become something that we bonded over together. It's been something that he loves because it's, you know, it relaxes him from his stressful day at work, and I'm just, I don't know, it's super fun. And, you know, I love playing new games and I love experiencing new things, and I'm just really lucky to even have the time to even sit down and play a game, you know? Yeah, there's just so much that I want to say I'm thankful for, but I feel like I can't really put it into words very easily. Every little thing that I do throughout my day, I'm thankful for. And I don't even realize I'm thankful for it. Like, you know, I would have never imagined me being married and living with my husband and living in our own little apartment. Like, when I first moved in, we had no furniture, and now we have worked hard to save up for, you know, a desk that I'm sitting at and a couch that you see behind me. You know, we have a table to eat at. It's come a long way, and it's just amazing to see how quickly the year has gone by and that we have so much to be thankful for and so many blessings that have come our way in the past year. And I don't know, I'm just really grateful, especially for just developing a positive attitude this year. The past couple of years, you know, I was very sad and very frustrated with myself, and you know, it closed me off to a lot of things. I think that in this year, I have really opened my heart to just expecting the unexpected. Even when things go wrong, there's always going to be a positive, and I think I'm really starting to apply that in my life, and it's really been giving me the blessing of just appreciating the smallest of things that I couldn't say that I appreciated years ago, like a couple years ago, if you ask me. Like, I'm grateful that I get to open myself up and I get to share a part of who I am, and I'm grateful that I have people who are willing to sit and watch and talk to me, and really, like, on YouTube, and just really appreciate what I'm doing, even if it's just me and my husband watching my videos. It's like, I'm really grateful to have people that care what I do on this channel, and this whole year has been a really big blessing, and thank you for being part of it. I know this video was a little more serious than I wanted it to be, but I'm kind of glad that I kind of emptied out my heart and just shared what was on my mind. And yeah, I just want you guys to know that I'm super grateful and thankful for you guys. And thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!